Hello.
Has your life changed in any tangible way
Besides the blingage? Yeah, a little bit. I was shocked at how many people in town recognize me. I'm like by no means famous. People have said I'm Bloomington famous. I'll take that. But like everywhere I've gone, like the grocery store, Subway, like everywhere, at least one person has come up to me and be like, "Can I take a photo with you?" And I'm like, "All right." So yeah, I guess it's changed a little bit, but we're still the same people. Yeah, life is pretty good. Our teammate Caleb Dressel the other day tweeted, he's like, sometimes life is tough and sometimes life is really good. And right now life is really good. So I retweeted that because it's true.
Is it all difficult to go from that incredible high of being in Rio and winning medals, and now you're back?
I mean, not really. I feel like we're still kind of living on that high. Like even when I just saw Candace for the first time since I've been back, and she gave me a big hug, and I still feel like we're kind of soaking it in. Like it hasn't really set in yet, and I just hope it doesn't because it feels pretty good. You know, we're trying to carry out as normal, and training back again, and so it's pretty surreal. Yeah.
What was it like being an Olympic relay teammate of Michael Phelps?
Yeah, that was a pretty special moment. There's like a super cool photo of us hugging after the relay, and I was like, "Mom, look, this is so cool." But he was great, you know. He hugged us after the relay and said, "I'm proud of all you guys. Like, couldn't have gone out on a better note." And so we were really proud of that. And he was a great team captain and just showed a lot of leadership. And it was an honor, obviously, being a part of his legacy and bringing back the Indiana swimming legacy as well. So it was pretty awesome. Dude, I think I'll be, like before we even got back, people are like, "So Tokyo 2020?" I'm like, "Bro, the games aren't even over yet. Let's just take a breath and soak it in." Yeah, all right, fair enough. We're going to take it one year at a time. I would love to swim through Tokyo, obviously, because the Olympics are awesome, and I like hanging out with Ray every day. But as long as I'm enjoying it, and I like being here, and I like getting in the pool at 5 a.m. every morning, like I'll keep doing it, and I don't see myself not enjoying it. So, yeah, 1 year at a time.
Coach talked about the honest, genuine emotion that just poured out when you won the bronze medal. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously with Adam Peaty being as fast as he is and just shattering the record, I mean, people are competing for, silver and bronze. And, 2 lanes over is Cam Vandenberg, the previous world record holder and a previous Olympic champion. And so really guys are really shooting for that bronze medal. And, every guy in that heat had been faster than me at one point in time leading into that race. And I knew that. I was also the smallest guy in that race, and I knew that. But, I mean, sitting in that ready room, I just kind of reminded myself of not just the hard work in the pool, but all the hard work out of the pool that I put in as well. I was just kind of soaking that in, and I realized, like, I truly believe that no one had, done more to prepare themselves for that moment, for that 1 minute. And, I mean, as tense and as high as your adrenaline is, I was also pretty calm. And, when I finally saw that I, won that bronze, like it just all kind of poured out because it was awesome.
Can you talk about what Lily achieved and when you watched the race, what went through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, she's awesome. One of the most emotional experiences at the games was just being on deck with Ray. I mean, when she won, obviously, but then for her medal ceremony, like it was, when she first won that 100, it was amazing. I mean, we were just pretty much in awe. I mean, obviously she was a big contender and a lot of people were expecting her to win, but I mean, she's so young and so raw that it's like, it's mind-boggling like how fast she is. And I mean, just looking at her, like her mannerisms and her attitude and her body language behind the blocks, like you would expect, like that girl's a pro and she's been around forever because she just emits confidence. But yeah, I mean, like I said, just watching her step up on that first place podium was, I was standing right next to Ray. That was pretty amazing. Something I'll never forget. So we're proud of Lily. We love her. She's awesome. She busts. She crushes workout. She works hard. It's pretty cool.
Reaction when you heard what Lily had said.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
What was your reaction when you heard what Lily had said about in regards to doping?
I mean, she's just speaking her mind. She's saying what everybody else was thinking. We're not gonna hide it or stray away from it. Obviously, I said it in an interview at the games. I mean, there are people who are making Olympic finals. Or I'm sorry, there are people who were missing out on Olympic finals because of people who don't deserve to be there. And Lily just showed them that you can do it the right way. And she was just speaking her mind. In one of our press conferences, I got a lot of flack because I was asked about the whole Mac Horton ordeal. And Mac Horton is the guy, the Aussie that won the 400 freestyle and beat Sun Yang. And they asked me about it, and I just said, well, Mac Horton is a boss. And I was like, and if I had a microphone, I would drop it. And the next morning I woke up and I had like hundreds and hundreds of tweets from really angry Chinese citizens, and I was like, wow, this is freaking ridiculous. But it's cool. We all know what's going on here. Like, it's cool. We don't need to get into that. It's pretty obvious.
How often while you're in Rio did you check your Twitter, to see?
Well, I mean, on days in which I compete, I block myself out. So any days where I was racing, I was off all forms of social media because it honestly becomes a distraction. But leading into it at the meet, I mean, I wouldn't say checking Twitter to see what people are saying about me or about Lily or about my teammates, more so to just show the world kind of what's going on, how much fun we're having, because I think that's important to kind of, to give back to the hundreds of people who have supported us up to this moment. I mean, they want to share a little piece of that, so it was pretty cool. Is that it? What's that? Yeah, I mean, as long as I'm swimming, I'll definitely be here with Ray and the IU team for sure. So, looking to get a house. My fiance and I are getting married next summer, so we're super pumped about that. And life is pretty good. I'll keep breathing. You're good? Oh, yes, sir.
You and Michael had a moment together when you first got to the competition pool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, literally the first day we got to the competition pool, we walked out on deck, and anytime you go to a big meet, especially the Olympic Games, walking out onto the arena deck is like a big moment. You're kind of breathing it in, and realizing that, hey, we're finally at the Olympics. This is real. This is here. There's a lot of pressure going on. And right before the team meeting, I'm standing and kind of looking at the pool, checking out the depth and stuff, and I'm standing between Bob and Michael. And MP, he goes, so what do you think? And Bob goes, yeah, Cody, how are you feeling? And I was like, well, this pool looks like every other Murtha pool I've ever seen. And Bob goes, well, that's why you're going to be successful. Because, it is just another pool. Yeah, it was the pool of the Olympic Games, but it's the same pool we swam at Trials. It's the same type of pool that we swim at in Indianapolis. It's the same format. So you kind of have to have a simple mindset. And I think that's probably why I was successful. But that was pretty cool. All right, thanks, guys.